Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mar, and I'm so excited to be back with another video. Happy holidays to you and your family. I hope that you're feeling blessed, loved, highly favored, because guess what? You are. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, because you are. This video is going to be a two-part video. Today is Wednesday, so it's Wednesday today, and Wednesday next Wednesday. I did not want to cram this topic into one long video, but I also want to take my time with this video. I feel like God has really been dealing with me on this topic about wisdom and understanding. So I feel like this would be a blessing to someone else who might be just praying for a miracle, praying for a new job, provision, just hoping for something. And I believe that by 2026 is around the corner, we got to be locked in and ready to receive what God has for us. But we also have to have wisdom and understanding. Because if we don't, we will mismanage it. It might delay the blessing or fumble it. Y'all, we can fumble it. So that being said, let's hop right into the video. So you know I had to come to you with another story. It's only Marv. She can come to you with a story, so I got to come to you with a story. But before I get to the story, I want to share this text in the Bible. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7, King James Version. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And with all thou getting, get understanding. My saying, I don't know why I've been saying it, but when I be talking to people, and also it resonates in my spirit a lot when I'm doing something and I'm trying to make sure I'm doing the right thing, and I'm in my prayer time too as well, is run to wisdom. Don't let wisdom find you. Story time. A long time ago, I'm gonna say like 10 years ago, it was me and my daughter at that time, and I was working for the storage place, and I wasn't making a lot of money. Wasn't barely getting by, to be honest. So someone introduced me to the 5-finger discount, and at first I was reluctant. I was like, "Oh, that's not me." But then when I went to the store with this individual, I picked up some stuff, put it in the bag, and we left the store. And I was like, oh, wow, we ain't getting in trouble. Oh, I don't know. This is good, I guess. And deep down inside, I knew I was wrong. So I got a little hooked on it. And one particular day, I needed something. And me and my homegirl went to the store. And in my spirit, I was like, today, I don't know, I don't feel right, but we came this far, we ain't get caught, so let's keep doing it. Let's keep going. So I end up going to the store, and I end up picking up stuff. And when we was walking out, loss prevention came and grabbed my arm, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going down. And I had my daughter, and they took us in the back, and they told us we had 5 to 10 minutes to get a relative or a friend or someone up there to get our kids. If not, they was going to put them in CP. They would be calling the CPS, and we had to deal with that once we get out the jam we are in now. So I called my mom. I called my child's father, and both of them came up. They got there real quick. We was far too. They got there real quick. They got my daughter and they got her daughter, and then they arrested us and took us to jail. I'm in the back of the car like, oh my God, I ain't never been to jail. Oh my God, I can't do this. It's not me. Oh my, and I was just praying and I was crying. And so when we got there, the lady, like, they was like, we about to process y'all. Hey, if you got to go upstairs to population, you're going to have to take this off. At that time, I think I had a wig on some tracks. And I said, I had tracks. I said, these are tracks. She said, you want to cut them out. I said, no, I don't. I'm not cutting my tracks out. I just got them done. And she was like, and I started just crying. And the lady was like, she was the sheriff was like, "Stop crying. You knew what you was doing when you got yourself in when you put yourself in this situation." And I was like, "I know, but I'm just so scared. I'm so scared." And she was like, "You know, we can do." So when we went when I went to go see the magistrate. No, before I went to see the magistrate, the lady was saying to me, she was like, "Don't worry, they're just gonna just process you and then they're gonna let you out." So we went to the back to the magistrate. The guy was like, he was like, we going, you can stay, you got to spend a night. I just started crying, and he was like, "Psych, I'm just playing, but go take a picture, and we should be able to let you out, and you have to wait for your court date to come in the mail." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm sitting there, and everything flashed in my eyes like, "Margaret, you knew better. You already knew that this ain't what you already was taught. Your mom taught you about stealing, and here you go stealing. Like, isn't life is not that bad that you gotta go out here and steal, Margaret." And I was like, in my head. So I asked to go to the bathroom, and the lady unlocked. The sheriff took the handcuffs off of me, and I went to the bathroom. I came back. She said, "Just sit your scary butt down. You scared anyway." And she didn't lock me back up. So it was a guy sitting there. He was like, one word. I mean, I never wanted to hear this phrase. "What you in here for?" I was like, "Grand Law City." He was like, "Oh, that's some slight mess. You be out in no time." I said, "I hope." So they took my pictures, did my fingerprints, and we was out. We we were out. All I know that when my child's father pulled up with our kids in the car, we took her back to her car, and we went home. When I tell you, I was like, my life is over. I'm gonna have a record. This is a theft charge. Margaret, it's not that serious. And I was like, I just cried. So I called out of work the next day and sat in bed and just cried. And I can honestly say that incident cost me 8 years of not finding a job, a good paying job. I would apply for a job. They would hire me. Once they do the background check, they would not give me a job. I remember I wanted this job so bad. It was in the federal government, and I had to go get a secret clearance. And I was like, well, it was 5 years from after that incident occurred. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this. And I went, got the job, and didn't get it because my background. And as I look back now, I'm like, wow, if I had applied wisdom to this situation, I would never have gotten myself in this jam. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11 in the NIV. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. The author used her because her is a poetic symbol. Like, it's no gender role, but showing how precious wisdom is. Like, you love her, you protect her. It's a relationship that you need to have with wisdom. That's how vital wisdom and understanding is needed in our lives. Money can fix problems, but wisdom prevent them. Gold cannot teach discernment, wisdom can. Wealth without wisdom leads to loss. Wisdom protect your future, peace, and purpose. I delayed my life for 8 years. 8 years because I lack wisdom. And I did not apply the law, which is thou shalt not steal, one of the 10 commandments. And before you click off this video, please, please, please stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this. I tell y'all, I'm like, talk to myself as well. We gotta get this right, especially for our future. Proverbs 9, chapter 9, verse 10 in the NIV. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and acknowledging the Holy One and understanding. Fearing God means respecting him, not being afraid of him. God doesn't place boundaries to hurt us or keep us bound. He set boundaries to protect us and guide us and help us thrive. Respecting God leads to wisdom. God boundaries prevent us from unnecessary pain. Obedience brings freedom, not bondage. Love explains God's limits. Like any relationship, when you love someone, you respect them, right? You don't do it because you fear them. You do it because you want what's best for them. You don't want to let them down. You want to protect them. That's real love. So the first step is fearing and respecting and knowing the love of God. Understanding comes from knowing God's hearts, not rules. It's good to learn from someone touching the fire from their mishap so you won't be able to touch, so you won't end up have to go through the same situation that they went through and have to suffer. Applying wisdom can be good or bad, negative or positive. Like, someone that's flourishing in life and it took them some time to get there, or older person, like they're like, if I knew what I knew back in the day, what I know now, I would not even be where I'm at right now. It pays to be that fly on the wall and just sit and listen to learn, like, what was their downfalls and how did they learn from it, and what made them what made them flourish in life. Like, someone might have a great marriage and you're sitting there like, dang, how did they get there? Or it took time to get there where they're at. Or you see someone climbing the corporate ladder and they had to take some hits, take some losses, but they're able to share their story on how they overcame it. Or it could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing. Like if someone end up in a jam like I was, I got arrested for stealing, and I would tell anybody it ain't even worth it. It's not even. But that's why it's good to run to wisdom, learn learn from somebody else's mistakes, than letting wisdom catch you when you have to learn from your own mistakes. So I do want to leave another Bible verse before I end this video. Proverbs chapter 2 verse 6 in the NIV. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. So moving forward, when you're praying, ask God for wisdom. He will give it to you. Also ask for understanding as well. So see you next time on my part 2 for Wisdom Wednesday, and peace, love, and all that good stuff. Later.